Hello, ladies and gents. Romie Reviews here. I just wanted to make the official announcement. I actually next week will officially have a new channel. This channel will still have all the regular stuff. I'm doing another channel, and it will be, asthma focused. A little bit of whispering, a little bit of soft voice, even though a lot of people say I have a soft voice anyway. A little bit of lights, a little bit of feels. It's going to be a nice time. I'm going to enjoy it because it looks silly and I just want to have some fun here on this platform. So I wanted to make that announcement. I'll make sure to keep everyone tuned on that. Let's talk about growing up hip hop. This is the original version. So essentially this was a 2-hour episode to kind of give us, really 30 minutes of meat and potatoes. This is essentially what happened. This is a true recap. It starts off closer to present day, which is where not Vanessa, but what's the child's name? Angela Simmons, her baby dad, the father of her child, her ex-fiance, he was killed. And so her brother's there and Romeo's there and they're there to support. So I guess they wanted to show, hey, we understand that real life stuff is going on and we're going to make sure that we mention it. Angela, at one point, she was talking to Vanessa because Vanessa wanted to see if maybe they could go and rebrand pastry, which is a smart idea, especially sneakers. It makes sense. It's right in line with the culture. It actually is. But Angela still has other financial stuff going on, new business prospects, so she's not going to be able to do that. That becomes an issue a little bit later on. Pep has a new man. The bodyguard that we saw her with, he's actually her boyfriend. Like, we already knew that was the case. And there's some discrepancies with him, having another child coming into the world pretty soon. But Pep doesn't care about that. Pep's just focused on Egypt. Now, Brianna, she's working on new music. The music does sound good. I have to give it to her. She's working with Dame, and the music does sound good. So big ups to Brianna for that. Big ups to her for that. And then there's going to be a yacht trip. It's Master P and Romeo. They're setting up this yacht trip. Before that, Dame, he's irked because he just feels like Boogie again had another situation. Apparently something happened at 7-Eleven where he possibly could have gotten arrested or possibly could have gotten really hurt. And it's the whole thing of, when is it going to stop? When is the behavior going to stop? Rihanna visits Christinia. Wow, I'm going through this quickly. She visits Christinia and Sam. And Christinia and Sam, they're still irritated about how the family reacted to Christinia wanting to go and elope and getting married. I'm thinking, why would you think that they would be happy about that? Why would you think the family would be okay with that? That's the only thing that I don't get. That's just the part of the immaturity. That's part of the immaturity, because why would they be okay with that? No, really, I want to know. Why would they be okay with that? I want an answer. I want an answer. Anyway. Vanessa and is talking to Jojo, and they're going to the yacht party, and we see how everyone's slowly accumulating there. Now we have these dual parties and dual situations going on. We have almost everyone's on this yacht. Peppa's on the yacht, Boogie's on the yacht, and he's not drinking or doing anything. He's staying cool, calm, and collected. Great. We see that at one point, Brianna does talk to Boogie, and Boogie plays it off, and he more so is focusing on the fact that him and his father don't have a great relationship. And we definitely know that Brianna can understand that, but because she does have a good relationship with Dame, she's kind of telling Boogie, yeah, but just consider this, just consider that. The yacht party is going off, all right. Romeo is going to pursue music. Well, why I say that? Romeo is working on a soundtrack, a movie and a soundtrack. So he's doing things, and Brianna does look good. I have to give it up to her. Brianna looks good. There's this weird tension between Egypt and Sam versus TT and I forgot the name, brain fart, and Tyran. So they go upstairs, and So before that happens, Brianna does, like I said, to um, she talked to Boogie, and she just wants to make sure Boogie's okay. Now we get to, I guess, the main conflict. Tyran and Titi are pissed because they feel like Sam is not, he came off he tried to come off one way, but then he went and did something that fell right in line with what they thought he was, which is an opportunist, and he is older than Egypt. Not only is he older than Egypt, he has 2 kids. So there's just so many things that make them feel like we have to watch this guy, which is perfectly fine. Problem is that it's a little too late. It's a little too late. She feels how she wants to feel about him, and it doesn't go too well. It doesn't go too well because Sam feels like he wants respect. Tyran feels like you had the opportunity to have respect, but then you went and eloped with my sister. Sam decided that he wasn't going to be punked this time, so then he turned up, and there was this small table in between them, because these reality shows, when people have issues with each other, there's always a table, a car, a person in between them. This time it was a small table. Sam decided he went through the table. Titi had to look away. What's going on? Egypt just looked like, oh God, here we go. And Tyran was ready for the mess. At one point, there was never real swinging, because that's not what it was about. There was never real swinging. That's not, like I said, it wasn't that type of energy. It wasn't that type of fight. It was more so like this is really happening. They almost were. It was weird. It was weird. It almost felt like a dance. I don't know why. It just seemed like we're doing this, and then I said okay. And at one point, it looked like maybe Tyran had his hand around Sam's throat. But then I said, no, it's not really like that. And then I realized, dang, I don't care. I don't care. When is this going to end? Yeah. So that was, I guess, are they calling it episode? Are they going to split it up eventually? Because that was part 1. And then part 2 is them getting kicked off the boat. And later on, they went and had a family meeting because Pep felt like, your family, you can't put your hands on each other, you can't do this, you can't do that. So then they eventually had a family meeting with Pep's new boyfriend there as well, and he was spearheading the meeting, and I was looking at this like, what? This dude, he didn't look... Tyran looked more mature than him. That's what made me confused. And then we found out he was the same age as Tyran. But during the meeting, Tyran was getting a little irritated because it's like, hey, is someone going to allow me to talk? I mean, I'm on the show. What's the point of me being on the show if you're not going to allow me to talk? And they said, yes, of course, what's going on? And Pep was kind of taken up for Sam a little bit more than Tyran. It was just, they're going to agree to not fight. They're going to agree to stick together. Brianna talked separately with Boogie, and because Brianna was also trying to make Boogie jealous by bringing someone that wasn't her boyfriend, even though Brianna's saying she actually is dating someone else, but she doesn't want anyone to know. It's just all confusing. And I don't care. I don't care. What else happened that's remotely interesting? Oh, Vanessa talked to Angela and told Angela that she wanted to pursue the pastry line potentially without her, and Angela said, no, that's not happening, that's our thing, we're doing it together. I'm thinking at some point money has to be made, but the thing is, Vanessa, it looks like she may not be able to do it on her own anyway, because the people in charge of the brand said, what are you doing? Where is your sister? You alone, you were great, but where's the package deal? Boogie gets a reality check that, okay, maybe he needs to go and just talk to his father and feel his father out. And also his sister had a graduation, her high school graduation. He didn't show up and he didn't respond to the text. And so now he needs to go and talk to his family. And his biggest issue is they get there in the meeting and the meeting goes nowhere because Boogie feels like his father is putting on for the show and is telling everyone that he's doing this and that and that and this for the show, for show purposes, but in reality he's doing the bare minimum. I'm thinking even if that's the case, That's what you're saying. But I'm saying, even if that's the case, unfortunately for you, you just need to rehab your image, because your father definitely did a great job of making it seem like you were just this big drug addict. Do I think that he overdoes it? Yeah, I'm sure that he does, and I'm sure he's admitted that. Um, and there's still that immaturity factor. I think that's the biggest part as well. The immaturity factor of just not putting yourself in certain situations. Now, Pep's boyfriend had a video shoot that Pep was producing. I'm thinking, is she producing and also paying for? Is that why she's producing? Like, what's going on there? I was concerned. I thought, okay, maybe he doesn't want to be in entertainment, but he does. It's fine. They can date. There's nothing marriage going on over here, so they can do what they want. Cool. At the video shoot, Brianna shows up. And so Brianna has an issue with TT. Brianna feels like TT is fake and is going and keeping Brianna's name in her mouth, and she doesn't like it. And so it doesn't go anywhere. It doesn't go anywhere. The family's not really feeling Pep's boyfriend because he has a takeover spirit, and Pep is allowing it to happen, even though she's usually the most commanding person in the room. And so that was it. That was pretty much growing up hip hop. And I'll be back for next week. I will.